What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all enjoying some nice, well-deserved time at home, I'm sure. I sure am. But today's video is really not about the quarantine. I think we all have heard enough about that. No one wants to hear me talk about that. If you're wondering what happened to my hair, so what happened today was I was just minding my own business, right? And I get reminded of this song, Tom's Diner, okay? Now this song is by Suzanne Vega. You've probably heard the song, you might not know it by name, but it's that song that goes... Great song! Love the song! Amazing song. I probably just played just enough to not get copyright struck, but probably gonna happen anyway because I'm gonna be playing a lot of clips. So, I get reminded of this song, right? And I'm like, well, man, it's a great song. I don't listen to it enough. I'm gonna put it on my playlist. So I listen to it once on YouTube to make sure I like it. I like it a lot. I go over to Google Play Music, which is my music provider. I don't really know what you use. I don't really care. And so I add the song, right? When you click on her page, which is how I find music, so that way, if there's another song I want to listen to, I can just click on it. When you click on her page, on top songs, right? The third song, there's definitely a picture of it. Third song, Tom's Diner. So, all right, I added it and went on my merry way. Fast forward a few hours. I'm sitting down in my chair. I'm like, all right, it's music time. Here comes Tom's Diner. And the song comes on, and there's no instrumental.
I am sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner. I am waiting.
So I look at my phone. I said, what? Did I get the wrong one? Did I get the wrong version? It's called Tom's Diner. It's written by, or it's by Suzanne Vega, the woman who made the song. So I look up the song and I fall down a rabbit hole because there's not one version of Tom's Diner. There are 21 versions of this song on Google Play Music, okay? Now, I want to clarify, right? A lot of these are like remixes and like covers, which I don't have an issue with. But so many of them are just named Tom's Diner. I do not understand the organization. So I wrote down some statistics, right? Suzanne Vega, the one who created the song, has 10 versions of the song. The amount of versions that have the same name and do not discern which version they are is 5. And out of those 5 songs, one of them has the instrumental and backing vocals. I don't know if it's her label doing this. I don't know if it's her. I don't even know if she's alive. I did no research. I'm not going to. Its appeal is the contrast of her kind of moody, depressing vocals with the upbeat, not funky, but boom bap sound of the beat. And it's great. It's a great song. But when you take the beat away and it's just her vocals are very good, right? But they don't carry the song. It's just kind of a standard little singy, rappy, old time. It's a nice throwback, but it does really nothing to me if it doesn't have the beat. So I mentioned that there's 21 versions of the song, but then I also said that there's only 10 versions by her. Well, what she did, or what someone did, listen, the rabbit hole goes deep. There is an album that is called Tom's Album, a collection of versions of Tom's Diner. Some of them are by Suzanne Vega, and some of them are by random people who are doing covers of it. But this album doesn't show up on her profile page or anyone's profile page, which would be fine. I'd rather not know this album existed, which we'll get into a little bit. But the problem is that the only version of Tom's Diner that has the right beat and actually has a beat is on that album. So the only way to find this song is to go to that album, which you have to specifically search for, and then sift through this garbage. Like, I am sorry. I know a lot of these people probably really cared about their editions of the songs. But oh my God, they are so bad. They are terrible. They all completely miss what made the original song so good. the versions that she has made, right? She has Tom's Diner, which there are five of, right? One with the beat. There's Tom's Diner Reprise, which is not included in that 5. The Tom's Diner, the 5, that's with the name Tom's Diner. Tom's Diner Reprise has multiple versions as well, and it's just the instrumental, but it's not the good instrumental. It's an instrumental cover with like jazz instruments, and it doesn't work at all, and I don't know who made it, and I don't know what they were thinking. Then there's Tom's Diner Live, which there are also several versions of. Some of the Tom's Diner songs that are just called Tom's Diner are live as well. You really just rolling the dice to see which one you get. And those aren't terrible. Her live performance is fine, but it also doesn't have the beat. One of them is just the audience clapping, which, that's fun. Hey, get in tune with the audience. Go ahead. I love it. Great initiative. Here's the thing though, it doesn't sound good. Don't release it on streaming services. No one's going to want to listen to it if they didn't go to the concert. I'm sorry.
I am sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner.
Then there's the 7-inch version, which is not written by, or it's not labeled as her song. She's featured on the song. This is the only other version that is actually the normal song with the normal beat and the normal vocals. But it's labeled as by someone named DNA, who I'm not really familiar with. I don't really know what's going on there, like if someone took the song, if it's just like a rip. I usually like to support the artist, so I try not to use leaks too often. I don't know if it's a leak. I don't know what's going on. And then you have the versions that aren't by her, right? Which is my personal favorite name, probably my favorite song of the bunch, honestly, is Do Dep, okay, by Peter Behrens. And the song isn't in English. So I don't really know what's going on there. I don't really have a problem if the song's in a different language, like, listen, it's free market, go ahead, do whatever you want. But there's no indicator that it's a different language, and there's other versions of the song written by or sung by other people that's just in a different language, and there's really no way to tell.
Keiner sieht es, keiner fühlt es, keiner scheint es hier zu hören.
Then you have Daddy's Little Girl by Nikki D, which is kind of a cover, but she just takes the original song, or whoever produced it takes the original song, and turns it into more of a rap song, like a rap beat, like with the vocals, and then Nikki D raps over it, and that song is not good. Like, Nikki D might be a fine rapper, I don't really know. Once again, I'm not doing any research, but her verse is kind of just like strange, not too fond of it at all.
Daddy's little girl, but not the girl that daddy knew. Daddy never had a...
And then you have Waiting at the Border by Beth Watson, which just uses the beat and the flow, but completely changes the lyrics and the point of the song, which again, that's fine. Why is it on this album? Why does this album exist in the first place? Who made this? That's what I'm begging to know. Who made this?
I am sitting in a bunker in the middle of the desert. I am waiting.
My real problem is just the lack of accessibility of this song. It's a great song. I think a lot of people would love to hear it, but it is just so hard to find. I've never had this issue on the platform. And I felt so impassioned about this that I made a video. And now I'm really rethinking that choice. But my point is just Google Play, get it together. Like, what is happening there? Why are there so many versions of the song? Why is the only good one not being advertised? It is so bizarre. It's so strange. And I'm not even going to get into everything surrounding the actual artist. Because Suzanne Vega is a very interesting person, and what she did with like MP3 files, and very interesting. I'm not even going to get into that. Maybe I'll link a video. I probably won't, that explains it, so don't get your hopes up. But anyway, I don't really know what the point of this video was. Go listen to Tom's Diner or don't. I don't care.